I think too often we decide to want to make a change when it's already a problem. I had to get scared first before I wanted to come to this place. When I was 13, to be honest, I was diagnosed with.
We got one of our first guests on one of our first episodes here, Mr. Davon Kennedy, the founder of Wayv Wellness. Let's tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, like you said, my name is Davon Kennedy. First and foremost, I am I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a health and wellness advocate. Started years ago, a couple years ago, my plant-based journey, just on a quest to just trying to become my best self, just trying to just want more for myself, not only for just me, but for my wife, my son, my community. Just kind of been on the search for that. And so with that, created a brand. It's a health and wellness brand called Wayv Wellness, where we create health and wellness products. We have our pillars, it's health, wellness, and fitness side. So we have our health and wellness products. We create journals, your best self journals to help you feel your best self, and then fitness apparel to go with the workouts, because that was the foundation for me to start my journey, was fitness.
Yeah, okay. So how did you get started in this industry, and what made you want to take a leap of faith in this industry?
So yeah, my journey, it goes back a while ago, man. When I was 13, to be honest, I was diagnosed with high cholesterol at 13. And so it goes way back, where at the time, family, we were making decisions, health choices, where we thought it was hereditary. So I started off with having to be mindful of what I ate at a very young age. And I was thinking that it was just something that was passed down from one generation to another. But then as I got older, I had to ask myself, is it passed down from one generation to another, or is it the way we're eating? Are we all having the same bad eating habits? Are we all doing the same thing, which then leads to us all having high cholesterol? So I remember being like 24, 25, taking my routine doctor visits, and literally my doctor saying, on this rate, you'll be on blood pressure medicine, cholesterol medicine before you're 30. So I had to honestly, I had to make a change, man. I had to want more, not only for myself, but then I have a 2-year-old son, I have a wife, and I wanted more for myself and more for them. So I had to pretty much lead for example and like take the leap of faith and just go for that. So that's where the plant-based journey honestly started for me. Just wanting to do better for myself, my community, and just look on a quest to just finding my best self for it.
Okay. So let's tell them what some of the benefits of going vegan essentials and vegan vitamins and things.
Yeah, so the essentials would be, for me personally, I went cold turkey. So I would dib and dab in it. So I kind of would get off the meat a little bit, and then I would go back on. But then I went for 6 months, I went plant-based for me. So I'm not saying, hey, everyone needs to be plant-based. For my life personally, for 6 months, for the first time in over almost 15 years, my cholesterol was lower than it had ever been. So me going on this journey was clear and obvious that it was something that it worked for me in my life. So that was the first start of it. Going into the daily plant essentials. So when I came into this space, although my cholesterol was lower, I was noticing on my numbers, there was other things that might be not as consistent. So there's certain things that you might get on a carnivore diet that might be lacking, because it's easy to come on plant-based and sit there and eat your Beyond Meats or unhealthy foods. So if you're not eating the right things, then you're not healthy. So what I did was met with herbalists. We created a formula for a daily plant essential. So what this is like a daily multivitamin in a way. It has key essential ingredients to help you basically keep your numbers right and be right on your plant-based journey. So that was the key benefit in that space. And then we go over to like our energy blend and our muscle building recovery. So I was big on the fitness. So that was kind of like my pillar for me. I wanted to be big on fitness, wanted to grow and understand how I can get gains while doing it, but not jeopardize my health at the same time. So what I did was we created an energy blend. So you know how you have your pre-workouts, but in this case, you have something where you have a natural source of like natural energy, where you're not putting in things where if we start reading the back of labels, we don't even know half the ingredients in the back of it anyway. So with this is 4 or 5 ingredients of natural herbs from God's earth that you can trust and believe that they're going to do what they're supposed to do. So having that natural place, and then with the muscle build and restore, or even our protein superfood, it's when I came on this fitness journey, it was me trying to figure out how do I gain muscle mass while also cutting out meat and potatoes, like without cutting out the bulk protein powders and things like that. So it was a journey, it was a struggle just trying to figure out that. But that's what a key thing in these products, what was helpful was I had the ability to find ways to still eat clean but not jeopardize my health at the same time, and find products that could supplement it, find clean protein superfoods, clean herbs and muscle rebuild and restore. So that was a good benefit if you're looking for something that can like hit your fitness goals, hit your plant-based goals, but it's trusted products. It's something that you can trust, and it's not just proprietary blends or things that you don't know what's in the inside of it. So
Yeah. So yeah, let's talk about some of the challenges you faced early on with building your company and some of the researches and things you had to do to get to this point where you're at this moment.
yeah, no, challenges for sure. I would say a challenge that I had would be when you're just stepping into this faith, to be honest, like coming into building a brand, coming into entrepreneurship itself, just it's different. I was at the 9 to 5. You know what I mean? I work. You have a set when you're in a job. You have a set task you're supposed to do. If you're marketing, you're strictly doing marketing, right? That's what you have to do. But when you come into something like this, it's like, yeah, I might have a passion for plant-based nutrition and fitness and health and wellness, but that's just a piece of it. Now you have to be the marketer, you have to be the salesman, you have to do all the things that embodies making this business go and grow. So I think a challenge would be just honestly just understanding and pivoting and being able to navigate through all the different aspects that comes with building a brand and business, and not only just sticking into the passion piece of it, but also doing the hard work, doing the insurance, like, you know what I mean? Different things that you don't necessarily think of, making sure that your product is safe for people to use, that in case anyone, you know what I mean, has different effects, getting it tested, labeled properly, having the right labels on it. So you don't know what you don't know. So it's just been trial and error as far as just going into it. And then the further I go into it, that's when I'm like, okay, learning and growing. But I think what helps is, although those are challenges, is when you're passionate about what you do, those challenges aren't as bad. Like I find myself staying up late, just doing the research, because I know deep down is something that is near and dear to me, something that I really care about, that I really want for our community, for myself and all that. So when the challenges come, I'm able to pretty much push past it, keep it going. So, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's good. That's good. So let's see some of the things in this. Talk about some of the things in this industry that people have a misconception about vegan products and the man-made products that they make in the labs out of stuff that we don't really know what it is.
Yeah. No, that's a big thing. That's a big thing in this industry. And that's what they like a proprietary blend, for example. That's literally these big industries where they don't have to necessarily even tell you all the ingredients in it or the amount. So like we're just trusting based off what it is. Which is that could be dangerous. Like you're just taking a product because you like the aesthetics of it, and some guy who's an influencer is promoting it because they said it's good. But deep down, do they really care? What's the mission and value statement of the brand that's making it? Do they really care about your health, or are they just trying to make a goal, push a product, what it is? So I think that's a big misconception, where then you're coming into a different space, mine or anyone, but somewhere where it's just like, we carefully create each product. We know what's going in there. We're careful. We tell you the exact amount that's in it. And just being clear and clear with you what's in it. So I think that's a big problem. I think another problem in the industry, I would say, is just honestly just the product itself. Like when you come into this space and you go plant-based, you're forced to start learning to read the back of labels. Like I didn't even know how to do that at first. Like going into the supermarket, I'm in there for a minute now because I literally have to look at the back of products and I have to read it. And the first 2 or 3 items in it, if I can't even pronounce it, I don't even know what it's saying, that's a problem. Like I'm Googling it. It's lab made. It is what it is. So that's like, you should be eating whole foods. You should be using products that have the name of the thing that you're looking for and that you could search in is an exact ingredient. So it's not all these man-made things. So I think that's a big misconception in this industry, is just going after or big companies just pretty much mass producing, trying to do it, trying to create anything. And I fell victim to it. Like, to be honest, like when I started my journey, when I was going into fitness itself, my goal was to get big. I just wanted to get big. I didn't care what it was. Like when I was on there, I was in the gym. I was consistent. I was hitting 4 or 5 days a week. And I look back on certain videos and I was actually getting bigger, to be honest. I looked sluggish. I looked slow. Like I didn't look like I was that, you know what I mean? So at the time, I was just going off of what society and the industry would tell me. I would ask OGs at the gym, like, yo, how you get what you do? And you'd be like, take this product, do this, eat this, da, da, da. And I would do it and I was seeing it, but I was hurting myself on the inside. Inside of me wasn't as good, but the outside aesthetically, I looked right. So I literally had to go cold turkey, cut it all out and just strictly eat clean things and take clean products. So I've just been on that journey now of like, how do I eat clean and how do I take clean products, but still attain that same fitness, energy, strength, and all that comes with being in the gym.
Yeah. So let's talk about some of your routines you do in the morning before you get your day started. Is it like a good hype song you do, or is it like a workout, or do you start off with your herbal tea? Let's talk about some of your routines in the morning.
Yeah, the routine. It's funny you said that. Yeah, I literally just posted this on IG today too, man. So it's the routine. My routine is crucial to me, man. My daily routine it keeps me grounded. It keeps me going. So my first thing I do when I wake up in the morning, on a good day, I'm not gonna say I have all good days, but if I can get up between the hours of like 5:30, 6:30, start it off, that's what I'm doing. Typically, because my wife and son are still asleep, it's like my time to just lock in, concentrate on me. And what I do is, first thing is, as you can see, boil up some soursop tea, have a tea, come in the office, literally put some background music on, keep the vibes going, and I pull out my Your Best Self journal, a journal that we sell on the product under the wellness side. And what that is pretty much you have mindful scripts or prompts to have each day. So each day is a different prompt. So I might wake up on a Monday, and it's funny how it works, man. I'll wake up and I might be going through something, and the prompt that day, it just always somehow aligns, and you can, not always, but it aligns to what you might be going through. It might say something like, tell me about a time where you overcame struggle and how it affects you and how you became your best self, or something like that. So you just sit there and I'll write about it. I'll do that. I'll pray. I'll meditate. I'll do all that, and then I'll go to the gym. I used to work out back at the end of the day. Now I like to do it in the beginning of the day, just to kind of get myself started, just to get the fitness in, get it going, get the endorphins going, and just feel like I already tackled the day. So by that time, it's about 7:30, 8. By then, start doing some work. But the main thing is having my tea, my herbs, journaling in my Your Best Self journal, and hitting the gym. That's my same thing, and it's consistent. I know what I'm going to do every morning. It's the same thing every morning. It doesn't change. And it creates habits. It creates routines. Like, I don't have to sit there and guess or things like that. It creates that. And I feel like when you start your morning off right, when you win your morning, you win the day. Like, if you can start early and you go after what you want to go after, straight for it, and then the rest of the day is just like, all right, you done knocked out. You already done won. Even if you ain't done nothing else, you won the morning. So then you just keep that momentum. You keep it building. So then I can go in, lock in on the goals, lock in on the dreams, work on the business, do whatever it is. By that time, wife and son's getting up. Now I pour it into me. So now I can pour into them. I already done poured in my cup. It's overflowing now. So now I can go in there, whatever they might need, and I can pour into them too. But yeah, that's the morning routine. It's definitely, that one's crucial to me for sure. And that's really how the products came. It just came from like, not being a consumer all the time, but being a producer. Like, what you see at Wayv Wellness is literally who I am. Like, I have my Your Best Self journal. I was buying journals. I was like, why not create one that embodies what I have, that something that I do? So literally created each prompt in there that was at a time of my life that I was feeling that made sense. So I created that. If I have tea, why not sell the tea too as well? So with the herbs and everything. So my whole brand and what you see at Wayv Wellness is really pillared off of my morning routine, to be completely honest.
Okay, appreciate that. Now let's talk about, if you weren't doing Wayv Wellness right now, what other industry or what other company you would be trying to run or create in your life if you weren't doing Wayv Wellness?
Yeah, that's a good question. What would I do if I wasn't doing Wayv Wellness? And it's still on the table. To be completely honest, if I wasn't doing Wayv Wellness right now, I would be in I would be in marketing. I would be in digital marketing in some capacity. My background is business and marketing. I literally went to school for that, and I didn't even know I had a passion for marketing, to be honest. And now that I'm coming into Wavy Wellness, I'm noticing how much marketing I have to do and selling the product of that side. And I genuinely do have a love for content creating, editing, creating videos, creating content, telling a story, telling a brand story. So that's another part that I've been enjoying through this journey, is the ability to create the story and tell it to the world and share it with everybody else and kind of open up for there. So if I wasn't doing this, to be honest, to some capacity, I'd be still doing some form of marketing. Would it necessarily be health and wellness? I don't know. That makes it even better that I feel like I get to intertwine too. But I would have some type of like digital media companies where we are creating movies, different types of clips, social media pieces, things like that. So I feel like I would definitely be in I would be in that space for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, let's talk about what's next for you, or any other exciting projects you got coming up.
Yeah, next for me, I plan to go into I want to diversify it. So right now we have our herbs, daily plant essential, energy, and then muscle build and restore. And then we have our soursop tea. The goal is for the tea, for example, I want to go into more comprehensive teas. So like every start of the year, I like to do a reset where I like cleanse out my body with parasites and things like that. So I will go into a more comprehensive tea where you can have that, where you can cleanse and kind of do that. It's like a 14-day or 21-day. I've taken a few, but I will definitely go deeper into that, in my opinion. Soon to come, I also want to go into different nootropics too. Have an interest in, as far as the herbal blends, is like mushroom nootropics, where you have your cordyceps, your lion's manes, things of that. So for brain cognition, I'm definitely into going deeper into there. And then something I'm super excited about is our 5 seed protein superfood. So what this is 5 seeds that have been all blended in together to be a superfood of a high protein density type. I want to say a meal replacement, but an add-on. So it's not a protein powder that you would typically have, but it's something that you can put on top of your avocado toast. You can put it in your shake. You can put it in your oatmeal. Like, it's a real, like, it can go with anything. But in this space, as we all know, fitness industry, wherever it is, you always want to hit your protein goals. So this is something where it's just clean. Again, clean ingredients. You know the 5 things in it, and it's blended up, smooth, finely grated, and you can put it in something and you can have it in your shake and things. So I'm super excited about that because, I mean, plant-based proteins, saturated market, there's plenty out there. Pick or choose. You got your taste, different things like that, but you're not putting that on foods and stuff. So this makes it a little more diversified, and you can have different options with it. So I'm definitely excited about that. And then from the like community aspect, I would like to go into like with Wavy Wellness. I want to go into the community. I want to educate. We got coaching. I want to help people who are transitioning to this lifestyle. When you want to come in plant-based, or whatever your questions might be, I want to help bridge those gaps, misconceptions, be there, accountability, things like that. But I also want to come into the community. I want to help others. I'm going to expand it past just me wanting more for myself, my wife, my son, but like people out there in our community. How do I change the mindset that we have in our community, where we have a stressful day? What are we doing? We're going for things that are breaking our body down and not building us up. But like, how do we practice mindfulness activities? How do we start journaling, going outside, walking, things of that for nature? Being mindful of the things we eat. Not even saying you do it all the time, but at least be mindful. Know that it's not right. But I want to go into the community, different events, networking things, connecting out there. But yeah, those are the things I'm excited for sure. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's tell the people where they can find you and support your products.
Yeah, man. So you can find me at Wavy Wellness, WAYV Wellness. It's a different play on the words, on all platforms pretty much. And then on YouTube, we're actually working at your vision. So that's that. Wavy, WAYV, actually is an acronym for working at your vision, hence why the YouTube channel. But on Instagram, TikTok, all that, I'm Wavy, WAYV Wellness. So yeah.
All right, let's wrap it on up and give our audience a little taste of a little wisdom from you, or any insights of what you want to give them about what you're doing.
Yeah, I would say, let me see. So I would leave you guys with, in my opinion, I think too often we decide to do better. We decide to want to make a change when it's already a problem. I 13, it started for me. I had to get scared first before I wanted to come to this place. And why not change it now while you're ahead of the curve, where you're actually in good standing? If you are, like, I would say, take your health, your wellness, your fitness, whatever that might be, but start now. Start today when you are like at a space where you feel like you can do it, not waiting for it to be an issue where you have to make a change. Start now. So that's what I would say. As words of wisdom is just don't wait till it's a problem. Do it now.
Well, we can wrap it up right now with Davon Kennedy, CEO of Wayv Wellness.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.